Alright, hello everybody! Welcome back to Metroid Prime 4! I've left you all with this absolutely stunning view of the towers outside, the main tower of the Volt Forge, by standing on top of the console. I meant to start this 2 hours ago and ran into audio issues. With those audio issues being literally just a setting in OBS was turned off that I didn't remember turning on last time. I'm mentally kicking myself in the head for taking so long, and I've probably dramatically messed up the completion time of this game by having it running for so long as well. Maybe I'll quit the game and then reload the save. In fact, I wonder if I can do that. Can I do that? I don't even know what endings are available and how the time affects them, but... it doesn't seem like there's... Let's do it this way. Apologies, everyone. But I want an accurate completion time, darn it. There we go. I saw Jaden in here. How you doing, Jaden? Glad to see you finally make it. About how much time do you have before you have to go, Jaden? I will admit these loading screens are a little longer than I remember them being. Arknight's Enfield has infected the game. Alrighty. Now let's actually progress with the game proper. Starting with this scan right here. Access code approved. Displaying vehicle manufacturing tower 1 hologram. Data download authorized. Ow. Samus is just gonna keep doing computer things while those creatures nip at her heels. Jaden, are you still there? Did you leave already? Ah, well. Area map acquired! Map data has been downloaded. And that's kind of just what the map looks like. It's a tower. But now that I have scanned map data and turned things on, I can finally go through that door.
Finally, I got through. The lightning storm is playing tricks on my comms. Looks like you acquired the map to the facility. Let's take a peek.
I just did, sir.
Tower, you'll need to open the big door in this room. But without power, you won't be able to unlock it. Good news is, the generator is right down here. To get there, you'll need access to the lower levels. There's an elevator that will take you down. Would you like to hear that again?
No.
Oh, and don't forget to stop by the save station.
Just did.
Oh boy, this storm's picking up. You might be on your own from here. Good luck.
Thank you. And once again, more things to scan. I almost forgot about how many scans are in this game. Large battery for powering the elevator. Charges using lightning strikes, allowing the elevator to operate while the main generator is offline. Rod for harvesting electricity from lightning strikes. Connected to the elevator battery. Yeah! Like I said, at least I think I said in my last stream, this place is powered by lightning! Lamorne-made elevator, activated using the elevator recall terminal. Once online, touch the hologram to operate. Lock unit, lasso. I need the lasso to be able to use that. What? Why is it still green? Oh! Transport tube, a network for moving small cargo, currently offline. Anything new in here? Doesn't seem like it. Kind of bothers me that we see her do the mind fingers every time she scans now. Yeah, I can understand being a little annoyed by that. On the bright side, those are some cool hand gloves things. I was going to comment on the purple lines, and then I got all the details mixed up in my head. But at least her hand looks cool. That's what was my point. Door sealed shut with a security shutter. It can be released from the link terminal. Currently offline. There's a lot of things in here that are currently offline because there is no power. High voltage electric discharge emitter. Passes evaporated particles through plasma, giving them a positive charge. Gate built into the cylinder's support frame. Its lock can be released using the nearby link device. Plate platform. Secures Viola for transport during manufacturing. Currently offline. For anyone who doesn't remember, Viola is the motorbike. Ion collection cylinder. Collects free-floating icons created by the deposition process during manufacture, storing them in a gas under high pressure. What is that over there? Is that I think that's a spinner. Yep. Alright. Down we go. Backup power socket. Uses batteries to power systems if the facility's main power supply becomes unavailable. A powerful burst of energy will cause it to briefly activate. By the way, how is everybody doing tonight? Pretty good. Nice. Yeah, this... What? Hold on. Found a restaurant that I can actually eat at today? Nice! What is it and what do they serve? Mechanoid variant. No entry found in the catalog of Lamorne-made creatures. Analysis implies it was produced by a powerful AI. Designation information is engraved on it, deciphered as Mecha Rat. A mechanoid variant with no entry in the catalog of Lamorne-made creatures, mecha rats are assumed to have been created by the factory's administration AI. Their bodies are powered by electricity and composed of the same materials as a Viola. Being smaller and lighter than maintenance tanks allows them to reach anywhere in the facility, while cameras in their eyes capture video for the administration AI to collect, view, and analyze. Teriyaki Madness, actually. The store here uses gluten-free sauces. That sounds wild. I love that name. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, a secondary reason I'm disappointed it took so long to start this. I wanted to start earlier, partly so Jaden could watch, and partly because if I got through this part of it fast enough, I wanted to stream more of Arknights tonight. Because I want to get far enough into Arknights that I can play it on my own time without feeling like I'm missing good streaming content. Emergency decompression cap for the ion collection cylinder, made to withstand extremely high pressures. It will break if hit with several explosive impacts. That said, hopefully I'll still be able to get through this quick enough to do some Arknights tonight, but I'm not sure. Look at that thing out there, so tall, so majestic. And I believe this next room has a particular concern. Oh, nope, not this room. I feel like this is where the maintenance droids become problems. You might be right. Door sealed with a security shutter. This shutter looks red hot. Am I the only one that thinks that? Robot arm of the Viola assembly line. Engine core scanner. Inspects Viola engine cores. Large arm linked to the inspection scanner. Offline. Maintenance tank system currently in startup sequence. Battery charge at 70%. Once startup completes, it will begin autonomous work. Mechanoid maintenance tank. Autonomous drone that maintains machinery and systems throughout the facility. Its internal circuitry appears to be defective, rendering it immobile. Explosive lock unit, Lamorne-made locking system. The lock can be removed only with explosives or by a powerful blast wave. With the lock removed, systems will operate normally. Viola assembly line stage 1. Stage 2. Stage 3. Stage 4, and Stage 5. Whoops. Parts that failed inspection and have been declared defective, such as faulty engine cores. The area is cleared intermittently. Factory elevator terminal. Goodness, look at all of them. I'm wasting so many missiles on this, but there's so many of them. If I do this, is it... Okay, that kind of helps a little bit, actually. Somehow this is tracking them better than the actual lock-on does. Oh, and the charge beam actually does have a blast radius to it. I had forgotten how it worked. Beautiful. Ow! What? Did it blow up on me? What hit me? Ah, well. Ah, here's the floor, the problematic floor I was talking about. That window's busted. Or no, I think it's one of those actually that's busted. I don't remember, but that's pretty cool. Of course, I guess it would actually have to be the ceiling that's busted and then the batteries are electrifying the floor. I don't know. It's happening down here too, I think. Nope, it's wet down here, but there's no lightning. Too far down. Something that stuck out to me in the last Prime stream is when you were fighting the guard bots before entering the main building in the desert, it said that they only moved with Lemorne direction, which means there was a living Lemorne that sent them to attack you. Did it say that? Conduit access hatch used by maintenance tanks currently offline. Hold on, let me look at this. Whoops. Dang it. Cybot model was originally created to serve the Lemorne. Following the Great Tragedy, the surviving technicians modified them into anti-griever battle mechanoids. It said they went inert when their link to the Lemorne was broken. Upon losing their telepathic connection to a synchronized Lemorne, they will immediately seize. You're right. I never put that together. Traversal system that utilizes magnetic adhesion. Maintenance tanks use these to travel during tasks. I can logbook this? Magnetic tracks are traversal routes built to be used by maintenance tanks. They were created to enable navigation through difficult areas, such as along curved building walls where platform installation was not possible. When a maintenance tank enters a track's magnetic field, its metal body frame reacts, attaching it to the track. Those with access to the psychic spider ball can use these tracks by magnetizing while in ball form. Well, there's a spoiler. Component printer. Lemorne 3D printer for manufacturing parts for industrial goods. Currently offline. Manufacturing floor. Tower 1 generator. Elevator power core. Component printer terminal, used for controlling all 3D printers, currently offline. Down I go. Walkway heavily damaged by a strong impact. The path that remains is unstable. Any additional load will cause it to collapse. Indeed. External flooding has caused a cable support brace to separate due to corrosion. Analysis implies the cable then fell from the ceiling, damaging the walkway with its impact. Grapple node, secure fixture for attaching a wire, used by maintenance tanks to quickly ascend and descend. Anchors designed to allow maintenance tanks to connect a wire in order to prevent falls while working in precarious situations, such as on vertical walls. Attaching to a grapple node using a psychic grapple allows the user to pull themselves to the node and remain there indefinitely. Point-to-point traversal is then possible if another grapple node is within grappling range of the first. So, it should be noted, I have not gotten that in my original playthrough. So this room and everything associated with it is stuff I am not familiar with yet, aside from having entered the room at one point. On an unrelated note, imagine this cable is attached to this platform here, and that one, and all that, like, imagine it's all like segments, like wings on a cable. I once had a dream that the Star Fox team lost their original Great Fox, and they built a new one shaped like that and called it the Great Snake. And then, like, stuff happened, and it became haunted. It was actually a really neat dream. In we go. Once again, I love that the Morphbot tunnels are not perfectly round this time around. Were you guys able to hear Discord beep just now? My sound settings are a little different than they were before. I like that they're actually shaped for what we'll use them regularly. Right? You couldn't hear Discord? Cool. Alright. So I've officially set up my sound settings in OBS to ignore Discord and accept only the game, at least currently. Or ignore anything on my computer except the game, really. Lightning Absorption Generator manages a collection of electricity from lightning strikes and routes that energy for use inside of the tower, currently offline. Why is it called a generator, then? It doesn't generate anything, it reroutes it. I think they misnamed it. Dielectric lightning rod built by the Lemorne. It is part of a system to utilize the inclement weather of Volt Forge to harvest electricity from lightning strikes. Weird that they refer to Volt Forge as like a proper name instead of the Volt Forge. An insulated secure fixture for attaching a wire. Grapple points are anchor points designed for use by maintenance tanks while performing repairs or inspection. While attached to one, a maintenance tank can extend and retract their line to adjust height. They also allow connection using a psychic grapple. Swinging back and forth from a grapple point can generate momentum for point-to-point traversal. Alright, now what you're about to bear witness to here, after I scan these, is one of the coolest visual spectacles I've ever seen in a Metroid game. Lightning Antenna. Harvests lightning strikes and conducts them to the facility's electrical systems. Deploys automatically once both of its cable spools have been released. Spool of anchor cable, locked by the nearby bomb slot. Deploys when both spools are released and the lightning antenna is in position. Alright, so there's something cool here. I could just use it like a regular bomb slot. Or I could do this. I don't need to actually go into morph ball mode to use those now. Wait, hold on a minute. Zelda Sheik, send another message quick. Just in the chat. Bomb slot operation complete. Link device activated. Okay, so there's not too much delay between your message and what I see on the stream feed. I thought for a second there was like a whole couple of minutes extra there. I'm like, what? Alright. Out we go. Gee, I wonder what these are for, huh? Believe it or not, Imp Black Belt did not catch on right away like I did. Sped up considerably since the sound test. Alright. Who can guess what these are for? I want to see if y'all can figure it out. And I mean like game mechanics wise, not in-game lore. Is it a boost ball thing? Incorrect! Let's just say a hallway full of alcoves ignites my genre savviness. Check this out. We have guitar. And also lightning. And it's for this. So I don't get fried with 1,000,000 volts of electricity. My first time playing through this, I saw these, and I'm like, this is a giant antenna. I know immediately what these are for. Everything's moving now!
Oh, good. We're back online. The facility's power has been restored. Once you return to the top floor, you'll be the nice tower.
Yeah, I don't know if a giant lightning facility is going to have good reception, even with reception boosters, my guy. Throttles and conditions the high voltage electricity discharged by the lightning antenna and routes it for use inside the tower, online and operational. What about these things, though? Flight drone! Flying mechanoids produced as an experiment by the Vehicle Factory's Administration AI. They are controlled by a separate management unit. Multi-purpose mechanoids and were formed as an experiment. Equipped with an enhanced iteration of the scanner drone anti-gravity engine, flight drones have extensive movement freedom even at high speeds. They lack independence, with all behavior directed by a separate control unit. They are unarmed and able to remain in operation as long as they stay in areas where electricity can be freely absorbed. This game does hold your hand for the story quest. A little bit, yeah. And annoyingly, the things I struggle with the most tend not to be something that they help me with there. A track composed of psychic energy, often set along irregular curves. Once materialized, they can be traveled using the Psychic Boost Ball. Psychic Boost Rails are tracks of psychic energy for carrying objects between two fixed points. First, they must be materialized. Then, by activating the Psychic Boost Ball at the track entrance, they provide high-speed transport to their terminus. Because these tracks are set along natural flows of psychic energy, they often follow irregular curves. Note that even if materialized, they cannot be traveled without the use of the Psychic Boost Ball. I only wish the guitar in the background of the music was a little louder. It's interesting that it's so quiet in here. I don't remember that. I could have sworn the music carried on through the facility. There's another green scan inside that tube. Component printer terminal online. Access code approved. Touch the hologram to activate all printers and initialize the manufacturing line. Hold on a minute. Used by maintenance tanks online. My hand looks very golden in here. I love it. Lamorne Wireless Power Connector distributes electrical energy from power cells to the component printers. Use caution near high voltage currents and electrical arcs. Printer activated. Metals are molecularized and instantly bonded to build each part, layer by layer, to match the provided 3D data. After inspection, parts are moved to the next stage of manufacture. Ah. See, now this puzzle here took Imp a little bit to figure out, and I caught onto it immediately, but I find it a little bit strange. So I can lock into one of these slots. Somehow it doesn't try to print on top of me, and of course, it's going to reject me. But despite the fact that I am not shaped like a ring wheel, or a tire, it still accepts that I'm round and can be used as one. And that's how I get out of here. How odd. But I love that you have to go through this place that is clearly not meant for a ball to be traveling through it. Ow. As unrealistic as these games are, I love that this one feels more believable in just how the architecture is structured. And how the lore is built around that architecture. And now I can just use this. Ooh, I never noticed the noise it makes before. See, it thinks I'm shaped like that, apparently. Look at that thing. That is not the shape of the morph ball. It's weird that it did not detect that. Another thing to note is if you're paying attention to the architectural stylings of this place, it becomes very obvious that they tapped into their H.R. Geiger inspiration for this one. They're probably matching a previous still working model. Maybe. That's an interesting thought. Also, yeah, the maintenance droids are on now. Ow. Maintenance tank, autonomous mobile drone responsible for performing maintenance within the facility. Its welding beam can also be used against intruders. The maintenance tank is an autonomous drone that automatically maintains, manages, and repairs all devices and equipment developed by the Lamorne technicians in the machine era. These drones also function as a security force. If unauthorized individuals are detected in the facility, these drones are permitted to engage and eliminate intruders with their welding beam. Larger and smaller types have been developed to help carry out their various responsibilities. I'm reading too fast. Y'all want me to slow down with my reading a little bit? I love that I can use missiles to knock these guys around the room. Large robot arm linked to the inspection scanner. Engine cores that pass inspection are moved to the assembly line. Those that fail are placed with other defective components. Viola engine core inspection scanner. Green lights indicate it has passed, while red indicates failure. Cores are moved immediately after a verdict is received. Now, one thing that I just thought of is with the wheel scanner, it would look a little bit closer to the morph ball if I had the spider ball form from the first Prime game, which was concave on the sides, and then just filled out the round shape with energy. But I don't have that form yet. Robot arm that assists with attaching parts to engine cores. These parts are fused using beam irradiation. Lamorne laser welding device fuses metals using a high-output laser capable of extreme precision at high speeds. Yes, I know. Where is this supposed to go? Oh. I completely spaced on what that was. Despite figuring it out very quickly during my first playthrough. Wait, can I scan this? Nope. Nothing over there. In we go! Alright. That almost looks like a Looney Tunes movement there. I love the way that arm moves. There's a bunch of busted violas. Wait, can I just... I can just hop out of here. Elevator is on. Plate platform transports an assembled Viola to the next stage of production. Viola assembly line online. Parts are assembled, then beam irradiated as they are moved to the next step of construction. I was gonna say, I have to wonder why they use all these stationary beams. I doubt that's accurate, but then again, they're going through a whole system of these things, so maybe it is accurate. Security shutter terminal online. To release the shutter, touch the hologram. I'm back up here. Oh, the lights are on. It's so pretty. It reminds me slightly of like transitional rooms in temples. Did the head of that thing pop off and explode on me? Negatively charged electrostatic platforms. A positive charge is emitted to its connected Viola in order to fuse its materials using a form of depositioning? High voltage electric discharge emitter. Passes evaporated particles through plasma, giving them a positive charge, used in the Viola deposition process. What does depositioning mean? I do not remember. And I have to wait for these things to electrify again. And then it turns off. Over here. That was close. And now I can open this shutter. Where will you take me? Oh, he's on the wall! What are you doing? Where'd he go? Did he blow up? Okay. I didn't even see it happen. Conjugation of deposit. I think you spelled conjugation wrong. Isn't it C-O-N-J-U-G-A-T-I-O-N? But, like, what does it mean, specifically? Because they was electrifying them to fuse them with deposition, but that does... How does... What? How does that work? What does that mean? Onward! I think it's back up to the main hall. The machine is using electricity to deposit more material on the bikes and fuse them more fully. Huh. I wouldn't expect electricity could do that. Scanner drone! Autonomous AI drone for facility maintenance. Equipped with an X-ray scanner and linked to a maintenance tank. Scanner drones are autonomous robots created to help maintain the Volt Forge vehicle factory. They are equipped with a small anti-gravity engine, enabling free movement while in the air. Their X-ray camera inspects factory equipment, sending repair requests to maintenance tanks if a malfunction is detected. While programmed mainly for maintenance tasks, they are also equipped with beam weapons to combat threats to itself or to other nearby drones. Electroplating, well, they did say they are also using plasma. That's true. Plasma is a physical material, so... Well, maybe. Maybe it's not. It's a state of matter. Give me 1 second. I know Saya is in here again. Hello, Saya.
Are you back on the top floor? Anything you can activate now that the power's back on? To clear the way to the next tower. With this storm, we might lose signal, but...
Alright. I waited too long for what? Did he ask me something and I waited too long to answer? Oh, a hint to move on. Gotcha. Lamar Narrowbike Mark V Viola assembly complete. Transferring to Tower 2 storage to await test ride. Viola suit printer. Scans the target and produces a body-appropriate suit. Currently online. Touch the hologram to operate. Lamar Neurobike Mark VII. Latest model of the Viola Neurobike. Mass-produced during the machine era, but redesigned for the psychic era. Only drivable by its registered rider, identified by their nanosuit. Dedicated frequency calls allow the Viola to be summoned to remote areas, though this function is limited to places in which it can travel. The Viola was originally a two-wheeled single-seater vehicle developed during the machine era. I probably read this last time, but I'll read it again. As part of a psychic era redesign, a function was added for identifying the psychic brainwaves of individual Lamorn. When a rider wearing a special nanosuit registered themselves to a Viola, they would be set as its exclusive rider and prevent its use by other Lamorn. This registration allowed riders to summon their Viola to them, even from remote locations. However, the summoning would fail if the route crossed impassable terrain. The Viola's features also include pre-installed unlockable functions. For instance, upgrading the Viola suit to the Viola IC suit enables the vehicle's IC mode, a hover transformation for moving over hot surfaces unsuitable for tires. I almost said trees. Supporting this feature are heat-resistant systems strong enough to allow for hovering over magma and lava. This transformation would be automatically triggered by the vehicle's surface sensors. Further transformation features were in the planning stages. I wonder what they would have been. Maybe airborne travel? Here I was thinking Viola was a musical instrument. It is. I think in this case it's a reference to psychic energy being violet. But that's the best guess I got. And now it's time to print a new suit. This might be the most reasonable way Samus has ever gotten a new suit. It's actually in a suit printer instead of just picking up a weird coin. Also, hello, Slick! Viola suit acquired. You can now ride Viola. To fully operate the vehicle, driver registration is required. What a beautiful new suit. Look at that hand. I could have sworn the bike had more red on it, but I guess it's just pure silver. Hold ZR to accelerate. Well, it is actually a play on Violet. Yeah, I called it. Heck yeah! If only the spectacle were longer. Tower 2 to Tower 1. Tower 2 to Tower 3. Viola chute. Once cleaned, Viola are transferred to storage using these pipes. Should have had shutters closing as you came in. Yeah, now that I think about it, it's a little weird that the shutters open and then never close. I have to wonder why they even bothered with the shutters. What do they do? I ain't got a clue. Performs laser beam cleaning, currently offline. And you can see I've got pads on the hand now as well. Kind of like what you would expect on motorbike gloves. For grip. Love it. Maintenance tank elevator currently offline. Elevator terminal. Come on, let me up. Ah, dang it. Oh, it's offline, right. That's right, each of these towers has its own generator. I forgot. Look at how beautiful that suit is. This is so cool. Zelda Sheik, what do you think of Samus's new armor? Another transport tube. Why is that green? Very red. Not sure how I feel about them going with that color when the color scheme is mostly purples for this game. I think it complements it really well, actually, because it's like a wine red. But Imp's consensus was they didn't really like it that much at first, but then it grew on them. And I'll admit, I already liked it right out the gate, but it definitely grew on me as well. I liked it before, and now I love it. Why is it red in here? Maybe just because the power's off? Ah, there we go. One thing that's strange is I don't know if the Viola suit affects how much damage I take, unlike regular suit upgrades. So, its purpose is literally just to look cool and to give Samus access to the Viola, I think. I might like it better if it was a deeper red. It's coming off as a plain red on my screen, would be better as a maroon. I think maroon might be slightly too dull. Maybe we're just not in the right light to view it, though. I'm running low on missiles. Missiles, please? No? Dang it. Oh! Magnetism. I don't know if that's intentional, but it's funny. Excuse me. If I jump, does it hurt me? It does! Why? What's happening to the ceiling? Electromagnetism, I guess? Can you scan the walls? No, I could not. I almost wish these windows weren't so covered. That's more like it. But we got some little mooks to deal with first. I only wish the Morph Ball Bomb psychic throw thing was set. I wish it was set up such that it was more viable for combat. Ad break starting in a minute. Where is that? There he goes. Oh, come on, dude. Whoa! I forgot I could do that. Cybot Teleporter, equipped with a short-range teleport device and blades on both arms. It attacks using an X-shaped beam and rotational slashes. It's not an X-shaped beam. It's a pair of beams that it holds in an X. Maybe a translation problem? Excuse me. The Cybot Teleporter is a battle model equipped with a short-range teleportation device for improved battle mobility. Due to problems with production costs, it never entered mass production, and only the prototype remains. Both arms are equipped with plasma blades. During combat, it will cross its arms in the air and launch an X-shaped plasma beam, then teleport near the enemy and spin its upper body to slice with its blades. Okay, so the X-shaped beam is a ranged attack. It can also send combat instructions to maintenance tanks. Hold on just a minute. Hold on a minute, I got a message. Alright, moving on. Oh, that was the crossbeam, I think. There he is! What? It's okay, it can deflect that. Maybe I should just rely on the charge beam. Over there! I need to use my radar more. It shows me where it's gonna be before it shows up. Cool robot. I love that thing. That's a lot more fun to fight than the regular ones. At least when it's by itself. I don't remember if you fight a few of them later or if that's the only one. It did say it was a prototype. Elevator's ascent and descent functions critically damaged. Elevator may stop during operation. Exercise caution. Elevator battery severely damaged. Analysis implies the battery was heavily overcharged by current from the connected lightning charging rod. How did that happen? Let's see if we can spot it. What about this one? Yeah, no, they seem to be working properly. This battery just straight up got shorted out or something. Somehow I'm fine. Ad break in progress. Large robot arm for moving containers. Though command input is still supported, its automation programming has been reset, making autonomous operation impossible following power restoration. Now, I think there's something to these. Is one of these open by chance? Nope, doesn't seem like it. What a drop. What a cool floor. This floor would terrify me in person, but what a cool floor. Tower 2 generator. And you can see in here, especially, the H.R. Geiger inspiration. There's a little bit of screen tearing going on there. Anybody see that? Huh. Weird. Maybe it's a lighting thing. Hello, what are you doing? Maybe you shouldn't be doing that, my guy. Weird that blowing up stuff like that is never detrimental to the place I'm navigating. Oh, I forgot that the morph ball looks a little different now too. Look at it. It's so pretty. I see Orange has made it in here. Hello, Orange. You might be just in time. I don't remember if a certain battle coming up is after this one or after the next generator. If there even is a third generator. Hello, Scanbot. Scout bot emits ultrasonic waves from overhead to detect and map the positions of valuables in the area. An electric shock will activate it. Scout bots were created during the machine era to find precious resources. Once deployed to an assigned area, they perform scans using ultrasonic wave reflection. The data is then fed to a linked map displaying the location of mineral deposits and other valuables. Most scout bots were left to weather the environment and, due to natural degradation, may no longer function. I believe this is how you find missing items in the endgame. I got a new suit, Orange. I don't know if you noticed. Glad they thought of that. Yeah, in the previous games, there were ways to tell where items were. And I don't remember if they were throughout the whole game or if you had to beat the game first or what. I know in the third game it was through that satellite system. I think in the other two games you just naturally had it and you had to pay attention to the map and whether or not rooms blinked or something. But in this game, instead, you have to find each of these scout bots and it gives you the map for the area, I think. What are you doing over there, little guy? We've only got one alcove this time. And these bots really like this antenna. Look at how cool this looks, man. In fact, what if I move with them? This is so cool looking, dude. Freaking mice. More like freaking nice. It's awesome. Yeah, it's ominous as heck, and I love it. And the music's gotten even faster. Look at those light beams in the background way back there. This place is so freaking sick. Oh, it's not stream boot this time, but it is still fan evasion. Circumstantial chromosome, huh? Orange, look at the new suit. It looks so pretty. Oh, this thing's weird. Oh yeah, I remember what this is. Fighting this is trippy. It's super cool though. I love the bubble on it. This thing is a lot like the Steam boss in the third game. One of the boss had a different color eye light. I didn't notice. Manages flight drones. Flight Drone MCU manages flight drones produced by the Vehicle Factory's Administration AI. Analysis implies that modifications for battle have been made. Its core is defended by 3 energy spheres. If all are destroyed, the MCU will, not to be confused with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, will briefly malfunction. However, the spheres quickly self-repair, so they must all be destroyed at the same time for this to occur. It's not a boss, it's a mini-boss. The actual cool boss is coming up. The Flight Drone MCU is an Master Control Unit is an experimental mechanoid built by the factory's administration AI to control the facility's over 100 flight drones. Presumably, it was modified for combat after Samus Aran's arrival on Vuros. 3 energy spheres surround the MCU to defend it by forming a shield. It was this one that you are fighting now. If you pay attention as they are leaving the lightning rod, you can get a glimpse of it. Ah! These spheres can also attack using beam shots. The MCU itself is armed with a charged particle cannon. If all energy spheres are destroyed, the MCU will briefly malfunction. However, because the spheres can quickly self-repair, they must all be destroyed at the same time for this to occur. Attacking the MCU will also require thinning its defensive wall of drones. Alright, let's see if I can pull this off right now. Who's changing the robots to attack you? Good question. Got it! Ow. And that's it. Easy peasy. I never actually paid attention to these pulleys. Cool. One's got so many wheels though, it's only using one pulley. I think they over-designed this thing. I also never noticed that there's gaps in this roof piece. This whole thing feels like a hangar that was converted afterward into a giant generator. Very cool stuff, though. And this place is electrifying now. I like how quiet it is in here, despite all the stuff going on. There's almost a strange sort of reverence about it. Can you guys hear the rolling of the ball against the floor? Yeah, cool. There he is! Mr. Cool Man. Red versus blue, here we go. It's time to actually fight Silex for real. And in proper HD instead of the Nintendo DS's simple stuff. Scans detect an electrical shock arm cannon. Further analysis blocked by a powerful psychic jammer. This guy has a psychic jammer in his armor. What's weird is it's called an electric shock arm cannon, whereas in Metroid Prime Hunters, it was a neutrino cannon. Ow. I don't even remember him being able to do that. Is that how his missile system works in this game? Alright, I don't have double jump. Kick his booty. Haha! I wish I could get a close-up of those. I almost hit that shockwave again. Scans indicate the target is generating a shield by spinning at high velocity. Physical contact is dangerous, but the spin may be disrupted by inflicting concussive damage to the base of the target. Alright. I'm gonna try something I haven't tried with this before. Ah, much easier! How I did it before was literally just going into Morph Ball and then trying to make him hit the ball. Like that. Which is not as easy as it sounds. Alright, now it gets a little trickier. Thank goodness the blast range on those is just barely wide enough to hit him with that. Dang it. Woo! That did hit me. I thought for a second I accidentally did an epic dodge. Nope. Woo hoo hoo hoo. Oh, dang it. Just move in a circle. Oh, dang it. I moved too soon. There we go. You're not gonna last much longer, Silex. Dang it. But what? Apparently, energy tanks can create cloaks around robots. I'm making that up. So that was our first Silex fight. And the only one I did in my main playthrough. So unfortunately it's going to be a while before we see him again. But still, very cool. Love the theme song. Love the guy. I'm excited for more. Silex has style. Oh right, this elevator's busted, I forgot. Wait, what? I didn't even notice that up there on my first playthrough. It can be forced open. Shot expansion. You'll see what that means later on. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that right now. Not that it would benefit me, because I don't have what shot expansions are for. I see you up there. Ah, there's another one. What's that? Grapple node. Got it. Oh, more of you. Shield bot this time. Cybot shield. Cybot with an energy shield equipped to its left arm that reflects beam attacks. Its shield can be removed with a forceful pull, which I can't do yet. The Cybot shield is a soldier model battle mechanoid with a device on its left arm that generates energy fields, able to reflect any beam attack. This can act as a defensive shield or be used as an offensive weapon by raising the device's output and ramming into threats with the strengthened shield. The shield itself can be pulled apart and destroyed with the psychic lasso. Too bad I can't pull the shield at the moment. There we go. Oh, I hit the other one. Can't do anything with these at the moment. You hear the guitar picking up in the background? I almost got a box dropped on my head. I forgot this hallway does that. More bots! Already waiting for me this time instead of getting a special intro. Sorry about that, scan bot. I didn't mean to launch you halfway across the room. Lamorton Beam Turret, an AI-controlled beam cannon that automatically attacks intruders within the facility. It is vulnerable to cold and can be destroyed with electric shots. Lamorton Beam Turrets are autonomous beam cannons designed to repel trespassing threats and vermin. When their motion sensors detect a threat, they unfold from their standby configuration to become a gun emplacement, continuously launching pairs of electromagnetic beam shots. I need to take a drink real quick. Hold on. My throat's getting all dried out. They are lightly armored and can easily be destroyed by standard firearms. Freezing attacks will disable the turret, while attacks that shock will allow them to be physically pulled away from their station. And these things are a lot more dangerous than turrets we've seen in the previous games. Because the Lamorton know how to build a gosh dang defense turret. Unlike the Space Pirates and seemingly the Space Federation, that can only ever build turrets that can barely aim 2 feet and deal like 2 points of damage. Look at them clouds. Does that even qualify as cumulonimbus? That looks almost more like a hurricane cloud, just a super tall miniature hurricane. Dang it! I knew it would come back on as soon as I went through. I will not give you the opportunity. There's the other one. It might be hard to hear, but listen to that guitar rocking out in the background. This thing's cool. I love how seemingly all the electricity running through this giant battery generator thing just manifested a missile expansion in the middle of it all. But who knows? Maybe missile expansions are actually just hyper-concentrated energy particles. Dang it! I actually took a shock there. Oh, I didn't scan this. Lightning absorption generator systems in Tower 1 and Tower 2 are online. Access to the Tower 3 test circuit granted. Whoops. How do I summon the bike again? Not that. I don't remember how to summon the bicycle, the motorbike. Robot arm for cleaning Viola. The arm tip emits short pulse laser beams to irradiate, peel off, and vaporize any stains. There it is. Plus button. Say hello to the cool new motorbike, Orange. Speed limited until we get out here. I only wish the bike was more useful than it is, but it's still very cool. Viola Suit Upgrade System adds heat resistance features to the Viola Suit, activated by the linked spinner, which I cannot use currently. Tower 3 to Tower 2. Route for transferring Viola from Tower 2 to final certification. Once certification is complete, the vehicle is shipped. Route for shipping Viola after receiving final certification. Uses rails for transport. Terminal for transferring Viola to final certification. Also performs shipment management. Currently offline. Shutter gating access to the test circuit. Linked to the nearby map station. Activation of the Tower 3 map hologram will unlock the shutter. Tower 2 lightning absorption generator system. Activation complete. Operating at full power. Tower 1 lightning absorption generator system. Activation complete. Operating at full power. Tower 3 test circuit systems online. Access granted. Activate the map station to open the shutter. Weird that the map station is tied to it. Test circuit entry granted. Looks like a Mario Kart map. What a cool door. Down we go. Can I scan this? I can. Viola Spinner uses kinetic energy from Viola to activate linked devices, open gates, or provide access to tunnels. Viola Spinners were invented during the Machine Era to repurpose the motion energy of the two-wheeled vehicle for operating connected machinery. The hologram displayed at its center is used to guide Viola placement. Once in place, the vehicle is fixed to its position. By using the throttle to spin the wheels, the rotational energy will open gates or operate elevators specific to Viola. Note that the throttle must remain engaged until the machine operates. Greetings, driver. Today we will be conducting Viola performance and combat trials. Directions will be provided in each trial. Performance will factor into final vehicle certification. As a reminder, all 3 test courses must be completed before Viola is delivered to the certification supervisor. Weird that it seems to be in a void under this tower for some reason, and that they have holograms and floating stuff everywhere. It feels a little less Metroid and a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? It feels a little more F-Zero or Distance. That's the game I was thinking about. I don't remember if I've streamed Distance for you guys. Have I ever streamed that before? I don't think I have. Complete a full lap in under 50 seconds. Did that timer show up late? Gosh, I love power metal. Use the boost ability to destroy 3 targets. Press B. Oh, spoilers. I can also drift. Love how they put that one off-center to mess with you. Use the power slide to destroy 9 targets. After boosting, immediately press B to power slide. Oh, dang it. Oh, press and hold B, that's right. I was thinking it was this button. Weird that it's not. Did I get them all? No. There we go. What I need is an actual racing game built around this thing. They even have this thing going on as if I just want to race. I just had a thought. Imagine if they were making a new F-Zero game with new control mechanics, and this was how they test those mechanics without building the whole new game and releasing it. And then they're gonna cameo Samus on the viola as a playable character in it. Wouldn't that be sick? That'd be so cool. I'd be so excited. Excellent work, driver. Prepare Viola for the next test. How? It's kind of already ready. I'm just like chilling. Unless it means to drive it out onto the track. Scan the flying target while driving Viola. Viola test hologram simulates a flying mechanoid. Use Viola projectile to destroy 2 targets. Despite how simple it all is, this actually is really fun for me. Use the multi-target functionality to destroy 3 targets. I forgot I could do that. I knew there was some kind of charge thing going on with this. Ah, this one takes a couple tries. It's even got, like, race over music. It's so weird that they built a whole racing system for this segment. I just realized, were the walls of that elevator rotating around Samus? This place looks like a holographic skeleton. For the final test. Samus is all hunched over like, here we go. It's green. Eliminate the first wave of attack targets. Anything new to scan here? Indeed. Test hologram Marauder, a simulation of a marauder, programmed to mimic its behaviors. The hologram can be projected only on the test circuit. Aeronaut, a simulation of an aeronaut, programmed to mimic its behaviors. The hologram can be projected only on the test circuit. Ow. I think they're both behind me now. Yep. Gotta wait for the next one to catch up. What are we dealing with? Combo! Knew it. Those bombs are hard to avoid. Ah! I need to knock them out and then boost into them. I didn't even think to try that. I swear if Nintendo doesn't do something like that in a future racing game, they are missing a major opportunity. "3D laser scanner performs quality checks by examining completed Viola at a molecular level. Scanning tunnel management terminal oversees final certification of ship Viola, offline and disconnected from the administration AI. Central Data Hub, uplink station for the administration AI, which handles factory operation as well as final Viola certification. The administration AI's mobile housing is missing. Destruction of the wall has revealed tunnels not found in the structural plans. Unauthorized area on the lowest level discovered. My plan for fighting these things is to use missiles when they're about to fire their laser, because it causes them to reset the laser. So far, it's working. Oh. Ooh. That was fast. Maybe I should do regular rapid fire more. Bedrock blocking an opening containing an object. The bedrock can be shattered by an explosive impact. What? Oh. Where the heck did you come from? Are you guys hearing, audio lag? Because I swear I wasn't hearing that a second ago. You're not? I am. I was told that my current setup would prevent that, though. All the time for me, but that's just my internet. Huh. I'm gonna try something here. Can you guys still hear it or no? Hello? Can you guys hear the game? Can't hear the game. Okay. That's intentional. How about now? Testing, testing. It's still late. Why is it still late? What the heck happened? I know you can hear me, Hanswin. What is causing this? What a weird desync. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna ask if Imp knows anything. If Imp is even still around. It doesn't seem like they are, actually. Hold on a minute. Okay, let me try something. Let me remove this. Add think it's audio input capture. Then settings, monitor on. Okay, that worked. Cool, we're good. I don't want to be going into the next part of the game with the sound all 2 seconds off. Sounds good for you guys, right? Oh wait, it's a little bit loud again. There we go. Now we good? Cool. Alright. I'm learning things! Hopefully within a month or two, I'll be a master live streamer. With new art and everything. Only time will tell. Now, I feel like this boss could look cooler. It does look a little basic, but still neat. Organic Artificial Intelligence Morphology, Zelios. Wasn't Helios the name of the Steam boss in the third game? Her suit should have been that purple. You know what? I can tell you why they didn't do purple. They didn't want it getting mixed up with the gravity suit. The gravity suit is that purple. Or close enough to it. And it already has purple lights on it, and that was just would have looked a little weird having purple lights on a purple suit. Would have been too much purple. Anyway, Zelios, developed by Lamorne to manage Voltforge's factory and installed to an organic computer. Fusion with a Metroid has made it uncontrollable. Didn't stop them with all the brown in the second game. That wasn't the Lamorne, though. That was the Luminoth, and their whole deal is that they are moths. They're not psychic techno people. They build biotech. Also, that suit still looked cool. I guess the Metroid is inside the core of this thing. Zelios is an artificial intelligence installed to a computer created using organic cells. It was tasked with administration over Voltforge's vehicle manufacture operation. It continued to follow its instructions through and beyond the extinction of the Lamorne, with factory output persisting until its encounter with a Metroid. Fusion with the Metroid prevented Zelios from making decisions, causing its instructions to be forgotten before it modified itself into a battle AI. It has devised several attack methods, including beam attacks using converted electricity and explosive nets that prevent enemy movement. It moves using gravity control, which also enables it to defend its core by forming a wall of metal panels. If a Metroid was... I guess Zelios is a computer using organic cells. I was going to say, if a Metroid is able to take over a computer, why not the whole dang tower? But organic cells, that explains it. That looks like Phazon, but it's not. There we go. I forgot, if you shoot the panels that are damaged, they explode. That looks a lot like the implosion grenades from Halo. I love it, though. I wish Halo's implosion grenades were more useful. They're so cool. Ow! Yes, I know how to dash game. You don't need to tell me. Oh, there's different piles of different piles of panels all over the place. I didn't even notice. Ow. Woo! Oh, dang it. I think they still got me. Oh, it didn't... It jumped instead of the dash. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Can you... So that thing actually does follow you a little bit. You have to dash right before it hits you. So I guess the seemingly damaged panels are not explosive. I've just... Maybe those panels don't work. But I could have sworn I saw one floating up earlier. Yeah, there we go. Wonder what's up with them. Maybe it's just an aesthetic thing. Oh, come on. Oh, right. I'm gonna get hit by this. I don't remember getting caught by that on my first playthrough. Beautiful. Weird that it keeps managing to summon panels from somewhere. Whoa. Ow. Ooh, Samus screamed on that one. Oh man, so many beams! Wow, I'm back to maximum health. How did that happen? Oh, bad dodge. Purple. I don't remember that. Come on, I'm so close. Just a few more hits. Ah. There we go. I'm bad at timing that. There we go. You might want to back up, Samus. That's cool. I don't remember that. Oh yeah, it was a magnet pattern. I never even put that together. This is a magnet pattern. Cool. Bummer that I can't scan it. Psychic Boots enable standing on surfaces materialized by the Psychic Visor. Psychic Boots also allow the wearer to jump a second time while airborne. Psychic Boots acquired! Enables a second jump while airborne. Psychic platforms can now be stood upon once they have been materialized. I have my space jump back! Excuse me. Ah, it feels so good. And you can actually properly hear it this time, too. I just noticed something. On the stream, does the frame rate look like 30 or 60 frames per second to you guys? Because on the game I'm playing, it should be at least 60, but on the... in OBS, it looks like it's only 30. What do you guys think? Looks like 60 for you? Okay, that's good. Maybe it's just an OBS thing. You don't want to know what I think. I do, actually. What be this thing? Oh, I thought it was a cutscene. I'm not even gonna lie. I like the snowflake pattern going on here. Very pretty. Maybe I feel like maybe if I touch it, I'll break it. I don't want to break it. Oh, but it's so pretty, though. Well, so is the rest of this void when I really think about it. How far out here can I go? Oh, I honestly didn't know that happened. Well, let's go grab... Thought I heard something. I will never get tired of Samus pulling her hand away when I turn away from the thing. Master Teleporter key acquired. A total of 5 needed. I also love that Samus's helmet like tapers toward the back. Looks very nice, very sleek. Oh yeah, I forgot scanning 1 brings up the whole sequence. There it is. Wonder what's up with this cable. And I wonder how long before this place breaks down due to the absence of its AI. Power distribution device. Administration AI connection severed, stopping operation. An electric shock to its conductor plate will cause it to function briefly. I wonder if I should have scanned that before I killed the AI. Power distributor maintenance hatch. Normal device operation suspended. It appears loose and could be torn free. Storage linked to the nearby power distribution device. The doors will unlock while the device is operational. How strange. Ad break. I didn't remember being able to select a floor. Nothing new to scan. We are done here. Let's go back to the main tower. Woo! Wow, I jumped so far I hit the ceiling. That thing is stronger than my beam cannon. Viola spinner, currently in maintenance mode, activated using the linked bomb slot. Viola spinners were invented during the machine era to repurpose the motion energy of the two-wheeled vehicle for operating connected machinery. I think I already read this. I believe I must come in here. There we go. Come on. There we go. And out we go. Look at that beautiful motorbike. Looks like Tron. Welcome back. That's weird. The ad should have ended a moment ago. I just got your message, and it says you sent it at 10:16, but my computer says it's currently 10:18. I wonder what's up with that. Whoops. Nope. I want to get on the bike. And go this way. And now we can explore the great open desert proper. It's just a crying shame that there's no music out here because Nintendo was dumb with their amiibos. Welcome to Soul Valley, everybody. Whoops. And that's how Samus died.
Teleporter key. Congratulations. Looks like there's 3 keys left. Up to you to decide which one to go after first.
Let me get that one I missed. Cuveria, a succulent variant that stores large amounts of fluid in its parenchyma. Zeldashi, can you look up that word for me? Although the outer skin has exceptional elasticity and strength, it is breakable. Cuveria are large succulent plants with a thick, elastic outer husk. They contain a fluid rich in combustible lipids, making it ideal for use as fuel. The internal pressure of Cuveria is very high, causing them to burst if the outer husk is torn. Because of this, the Lemorn would place them in sealed tanks before rupturing the husk to harvest the lipids. Whoops. Nailed it. Cellular tissue, generally the softer tissue? Neat. Oh, come on. Yeah, I really have to wonder what the music for this area sounds like. I've never bothered to look it up. I probably should. I wonder, if they ever make Prime Hack for this, will they also find a way to hack the music in? So you don't need Amiibo to make it work. Kinda can't do Amiibo with Prime Hack, I imagine. Unless they found a way to add a code system, kind of like Minecraft and its mods or something. Can I scan this rock? No, I've already scanned it. What be this way? I don't remember. Ah, I think this leads back to the jungle. Which is exactly where I want to go next. Or maybe not? Sand Shren, insect relative of the Shren family, native to Soul Valley. Attacks threats using a sharp, thick needle protruding from its mouth. Looks more like it has just a big old stinger on its butt. Why mark that if it attacks with its mouth? Sand Shren are a variant of the Shren family adapted to the arid climate of Soul Valley. Like other Shren, they emerge from their nest when a threat draws near, hover, then attack by charging. Due to the scarcity of water, their jaw shape evolved into a sharp, thick needle for piercing the hides of prey and drinking their body fluids. It is this needle they use to stab at threats when the Sand Shren charges. Their hind legs and wings have also evolved to have sharper shapes, further increasing the danger they pose. I forgot to scan the nest. Scan the nest, please. There we go. Sand Shren Hive. Nest opening formed from tree fiber and sand mixed with Shren saliva. Vulnerable to explosive impacts. Shren is a much nicer name than War Wasp, I think. It sounds cooler and it's easier to say. Are there any more? I don't think so. I think we're good. Pottery, crafted by ancient Lamorne the Pilgrims, used as decoration or to hold offerings. The pottery is hollow and can be shattered with little effort. I do not remember this place. But I do remember this place, I think. What a great view. Great frame, too. They even got benches. So you can sit and look at the tree behind this thing. Or at the beautiful edge of the clouds. Look at that sun ring. These are some awkwardly placed benches, though. Time to get launched like an armored core. Samus has become the artillery cannon. I'm getting hungry again. To be fair, I had a light dinner since I ate a late lunch. And it was barely even a lunch. The question is, do I eat mac and cheese or do I heat up the rest of my tteokbokki? Which I'm probably pronouncing wrong, but I don't know Korean. Yeah, I had sweet chili tteokbokki earlier today as a snack, and it was so gosh darn delicious I ended up scarfing it down. Never had it before, but I'm definitely buying more. I want to see if I can find a way to make a stir-fry out of it. I bet it'd be really good. Excuse me. Was I even supposed to get over here that way? That's an odd place for that. There's nothing even to land on there. They just stuck it against the wall and called it good. Weird. And then had plants leading up to it, because I guess missile tanks can feed plants now. Oh, I think I saw the leaves and I thought there was broken glass here. Now, I did say Volt Forge was the most visually stunning place in the game that I've seen so far. But I can't deny, this place is also very pretty.
Welcome back, Samus. Is that the new suit for the bike? That's so cool.
Yes, it is. I could have sworn there was something I needed to... Oh, wait a minute. Which way is it? I think it's there. Maybe. Oh yeah, green energy deposits. Here we go. Will this do what I want it to do? Not enough. I need more. I might need to ride around the desert for a little while before we get to the next part of the game.
Welcome home.
Got anything new to say, sir?
I've been busy too. Check it out. I patched this holotable directly into the Lemoorn terminal. Ow! That is a feature. Anyway, I'm on the hunt for Lemoorn tech. You find anything useful? Bring it back here so I can take a look.
I will say, anything that can be reactivated with some percussive maintenance, I would call that a feature. There's something just insanely satisfying about being able to smack something to make it work instead of having to fiddle with plugs and functions. I wish modern equipment still worked like that. Galactic Federation military hard cases and a folding table. One table leg appears broken, and a case is being used as a substitute. Yep, very Star Wars of him. Galactic Federation Converter translates alien data formats into ones usable by the Galactic Federation. It is wirelessly connected to the nearby Lemoorn device. So basically, this guy is translating C++ into HTML. Or Windows into Linux. Or something like that. Neat. We need stuff like this in the modern day. I know that's not how computers work, but we need to make something that can make them work like that. Hologram projector emits a 3D hologram of model data. Contact controls enable functions such as enlarging or shrinking the hologram display. You know, you'd think if his equipment could scan the arm cannon that well, they'd be able to recreate it and not need to deal with ammo and all their standard issue guns. Then again, maybe they could recreate it, and it's just stupid expensive, even for a Galactic Federation to handle.
Good luck out there, Samus.
Well, I guess I'll get back on the bike. That is a pretty view. I wonder what the loading of this part of the game looks like in the background while it's showing me that cutscene. Like, if I could look at the whole rest of the map during the duration of that cutscene, what would it look like? Oh, come on. Don't make me fight the bugs. There we go. Speed limited Y. There we go. Proper speed. You might wonder, why are you riding around the edge? Go through the middle. I will at some point, but most of the stuff in the desert is around the edges. Psychic lift. Stone elevator that operates using psychic energy. Activated by using telekinesis to move the PK stone. Sculpture of Lekhash, a Lamorn priest and sculptor. His gaze is directed toward Chrono Tower. Oh yeah, there it is. What be down here? Ah, I can't work with this yet. Web crawler nesting material. The elasticity of its threading dampens impacts and stops standard firearms. Highly flammable. Lamorn Psychic Door. To enable its beam sensor, use telekinesis to move the PK stone from the top of the door to its center. Well, I can't do anything down here yet. Why do I need to use psychic energy on that crystal? Why can't I just put my hand on it and firmly push down? Let's get these crystals. Oh, I saw that. There we go. Not how I wanted to do that, but I'll take it. Possibly an identification system. Maybe they're trying to keep out those without telekinesis. That's true. That might be the case. Whoop. What be here? Oh wait, I think I remember where I need to go, and it's not here yet. Alright, that's a different kind of crawly. Sand Griever! Griever variant adapted to Soul Valley's desert climate. Like other Griever types, it is extremely agile and highly aggressive. Sand Grievers are Grievers adapted to the arid environment of Soul Valley. To conserve stamina and moisture, they will bury themselves in the sand and lie in wait for prey. When they sense the sound of a potential target moving on the sand, they leap out and ambush. Like other forms of grievers, they are very nimble and attack with claws or by spitting venom. They rarely attack alone and prefer to move in groups. Each group will have several territories that they will rotate at irregular intervals. Should a powerful threat appear, all groups may form into one and cooperate to eliminate the antagonist. I like that they have multiple territories that they rotate between. That's neat. What? What just happened? Did I just take a hit from something? What happened? That was a bigger explosion than I was expecting. Pedestrian door for the vehicle gate. Its internal circuitry is damaged, causing a short. With its sensor non-functional, the door cannot be opened. Walked through a mined platform? I don't think that's how that works. Leg for a Galactic Federation heavyweight golem. Movable parts appear undamaged. Expectation of normal function when attached to the body over 90%. Well, that's what happens when I walk... You might be right about moving through the thing, but I don't think I was that close to those. But first, I don't believe I'm supposed to be here just yet. I've just remembered what I actually need to do to progress. At least I think I have. Did I miss one there? I think I did.
Have you located any of the teleporter keys? If you're not sure where to go next, check the map.
I'll definitely have to look up what the Soul Valley music sounds like later. I hope it's not worth it, honestly. I really don't want to be tempted to get an amiibo. Or if I do, I hope it's at least cheap somehow. Nailed it. Yeah, I can't scan the tower. Hold on. What's this? Forearm for a Galactic Federation heavyweight golem. Other than a severed connector cable, it is undamaged. Finger flexion will trigger with an electric current. Finger flexion, huh? Ah! I didn't realize there was a missile expansion in here. How about over here? I like how it makes, like, heavy magnetic noises when it hits resistance. Back out we go. Are there any crystals I missed back here? Doesn't seem like it. Are there some in here? By the way, I don't know if I ever made the announcement, and it's entirely unrelated to this. I believe the Kyber mod system for Star Wars Battlefront 2 is now open to the public. So if any of you want to play Star Wars Battlefront with me sometime, there's your way. Or if you've just really wanted to know what it's like to use the blasters in the Star Wars universe, Kyber's the way to go. I think I remember this leading to like a dead end over here. Nope. Now what is... Let's see, I've got a marker here. There is a master teleporter key over there, but it's probably tied to this tower, which I cannot currently get into. Can I scan it? No. Oh no! Dang it. Ow.
If you're unsure where to go, you can always explore the unsurveyed area.
I know, my guy.
Check out the volcano.
Check out the volcano. That's where I'm headed. Chill out. Wait a minute. Where is the volcano? Oh, he's just gonna show me. Alright. I wonder if streaming isn't my main source of income, but I'm still qualified to use it as a source of income. Can I write off video game item purchases like an amiibo as a tax write-off? What is happening over here? Transfer pod made of extremely durable densium alloys containing a heavyweight golem power cell. Destroying the pod will not damage its contents. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I can break that. Federation transfer pod, made primarily of extremely durable densium, often used to transport important machinery. For a second, I thought I accidentally got a combo there. Grapple node. Used in Galactic Federation facilities by troopers requiring safe and secure connections for their duties. Attachment requires a grapple. That's quite the interesting grapple node. I like it. It actually looks like something I should be grappling onto, instead of looking like a crane that should be grappling onto me. Onward. Let's see, did I get all of the crystals out here? I did. Not worth any money. Just listen to the desert music. Is it just like ambient background noises, kind of like what we had in the Agon Wastes in the second game? Yeah, the thing that really sucks is, as cool as this bike is, this desert is kind of the only reason for it to exist. I do like the idea of the Viola being, like, central to various functions of Lemorn tech, though. Why can't I scan this? Agon Waste was better? Oh dear, now I have to listen to this. But for an entirely different reason than I thought I did. Unlocks when its central sensor detects energy exposure, an explosion, or a concussive blast. Once unlocked, it will open when approached. Drain for circulating pumped groundwater. The drains draw from the same common channel, with the water evenly distributed to each. Green energy crystals collected by ancient Lemorn in anticipation of the prophesied Chosen One. A strong impact will break the container. Okay, can't do anything else in here yet, I believe. Or maybe I can? No, I cannot. Nope. I think I know what I need to do here, but I can't do it yet. Well, based on progress so far, I think I absolutely could have had time for a break and a second live stream if I had been able to start this at 6 like I wanted. But because of a setting that I didn't remember having to turn on, I was late. Here's how you figure out you can lock on to more than just 3 things. Small-sized cargo launcher. Ballistic launcher system online. Operates when its rotary starter is provided with rotational energy, which I cannot provide it currently. What happens if you move the crystal while not being on the platform? I can't. I tried it earlier. It just doesn't scan it in the first place. Arrival point for capsules launched via the shipping system. Central cushioning absorbs all impact shock. How are you still out of range? I'm closer to you than I was the other thing. Gosh dang it. What? Alright, Viola, you were supposed to lock into the thing. Hi-ho, Silver! Away! And it's fitting, too, because Viola's silver. Silver, black, with a little bit of red and purple. Swarm Flyer produces a lighter-than-air gas in its body, then floats into the air. The organism then propels itself by inhaling and expelling air. It looks a little bit like the... Do you remember in the second game there were those squid-like things with the split mouths underwater? Well, squid-like in quotes, they only had one tail. But yeah, one of them was a boss. I can't remember what they're called, but then they had the baby form that didn't have the mouth formed yet. The things that rammed you, yeah, the underwater ramming things. Yeah, these remind me of the babies. They look a lot like the baby ones. Swarm flyers live submerged in lava until they reach maturity, when their bodies begin generating a lighter-than-air gas that lifts them into the air. Once aloft, they join their peers, forming a swarm. Their propulsion is achieved by sucking air into the front of their body and expelling it from the rear, with trajectory adjustments made by redirecting the expulsion. Their internal gas dissipates after a week, and as their buoyancy fades, swarm flyers return to the place of their birth within the lava, spawn, and die. That's interesting. They just kind of float around for a week. But also, imagine when it's time to come out of the lava. You're just, like, hanging out with your pals in the lava, and then the gas finishes forming, and you're like, oh, I must go. My people need me. And you just float out of the lava and leave. Significant leak from a lava transport pipe. The lava can be made to solidify if cooled quickly. However, flow pressure will force it to revert soon after. Energy gel seeping through the rock surface. The green energy in the planet's magma is filtered out by the stratum, causing it to emerge as a gel. Terrestrial crustaceans found in the caves of Magdrada volcano. They absorb green energy gel as it seeps through rock surfaces. It's called a heat strap. Am I experiencing an audio delay again? The heat strap subspecies of shimmer strap live their lives attached to bare rock and volcanic caves. Rather than parasitizing a host, they absorb a diet of green energy gel seeping through cracks and crevices. This naturally occurring form of green energy is not like its refined or concentrated counterparts, and there have been no cases reported where its absorption has resulted in rapid cellular proliferation or increases in body size. Fine, if it'll make you shut up, map. Vernon uses sharp claws on the tips of its legs to crawl on the ground and walls. Reptile variant evolved to thrive in hot environments. Vernon, or a reptile variant, found in hot climates, such as the caves of Magdrada volcano. Though they are reptiles, they share some features with mammals, such as hair on their backs instead of scales. Using the two tusks in its jaw and the tusk growing from its forehead, it will firmly grasp rocks and then melt them with corrosive digestive fluids from its mouth. This will create a gas that the Varanon then consume for energy. Cool place. Wheeled vehicle gate marks the path to the energy extraction facility. Automatically opens and closes. Lava pressure control terminal opens and closes the main pipe's lava discharge valve to adjust the level of the lava lake and manage lava transport rates. Neato. Another truck to scan, used to move materials and machinery required for energy management, and for removing waste and other unwanted materials from the facility. Vehicle ramp that collapsed into the lava pool. Natural material erosion is presumably the cause of collapse. Unsafe for vehicles. Warning, extreme heat. Use caution when approaching. Pedestrian door, offline. No malfunctions detected. The door's activation switch is in the room on the opposite side. Oh, I actually am getting a heat warning. Despite the fact that it can't actually hurt me for some reason. Oh, I was about to say, I guess the heat warning is in this place in general, but no, it reaches all the way out here. Operational lighting suggests its battery may have recently been charged or replaced. Can I drive it? Please? Is this a chair? What is this thing? Let me drive it. I want to drive the truck. Darn. Flare pool. What a cool place, too. Look at how big that tower is. But fun fact, that's not just a tower. It's an artillery cannon. Pointed straight out of the volcano. I almost wish it was just a tower. Imagine having a throne at the top of that thing. That's some World of Warcraft stuff. Bridge constructed by the Lemorn during the Machine Era, used for material deliveries to the facility above the lava lake. Foundation and deck deployment can be initiated using kinetic energy from Viola. And I can't scan that because it's too far away. I'm gonna try some. Yeah, there's definitely some audio desync here. Hold on, let me do this again. I should have said headphone warning. There we go. It almost feels like the sound comes before I press the button. It's a little crazy. Let me scan it, dang it. Why'd you need to set it up like this? Cool, though. But was that Silex's hand? I didn't get a chance to look. I think it was. I wonder what happened to make the bridge break just because he turned off a section of it. Emergency bridge retraction triggered at the facility. This route will remain impassable until new bridge deck is installed. So, inside that place is where I stopped my original run of the game so I could stream everything after it with fresh eyes. I think Silex is in there, and I bet that's when we'll fight him next. But I cannot currently cross. So I must go elsewhere. Well, that was easy. Often installed in larger gates that bar or grant vehicle access. It will open if the sensor detects beam energy or an explosive shock. Pedestrian door terminal, used to turn power to the door on and off, currently set to on. Energy facility small container, stores replacement batteries and repair equipment used by the facility's maintenance bots. It can be destroyed using standard firearms. Large container, used to store parts for repairing the larger machines throughout the facility. Besides being heat resistant, its durability is otherwise unremarkable. Rail container, it takes facility waste brought by light delivery trucks and transports it to the scrapyard. Sorry, little bug. Its sensor is made using an electrified luminescent stone. The stone stores a charge, ensuring the door functions even if power is lost. Demolition crane, industrial equipment for extracting recyclable materials from waste, equipped with plasma torch. I like that they give in-game reasons for always being able to get through the doors to the save station. That's true, I hadn't thought about that. Plasma torch, cuts metal using high heat arc plasma, used to slice waste materials into manageable sizes. Energy facility special container. Superior sealing and insulation makes these ideal for transporting liquids. They are effectively indestructible. Waste material from the energy facility. Oh, I'm standing on sewage! Analysis implies that difficulty stacking the material led to disposal through burial instead. Interesting way to dispose of it. And I'm aware it's not actually sewage. That wouldn't make sense, because this thing ain't pooping. It's essentially factory waste. Pyrmite sees with a single light-emitting eye and walks on 8 clawed feet. It will approach intruders in its territory and trigger an explosion to repel them. Pyrmites are a type of single-eyed crustacean who crawl on 8 large clawed legs. They can be found in the Magdrada volcano. They are capable of creating an explosion from the top of their heads by mixing air with a flammable gas they produce inside of their bodies, compressing the mixture and then igniting it through rapid heat generation. If they detect intruders in their territory, they will launch out of the ground, rapidly approach the intruder, and then trigger an explosion. If they take critical damage, they can trigger a similar explosion by igniting any remaining gas within their body to self-destruct. This behavior is true even when a Pyrmite succumbs to illness or old age, resulting in few examples of Pyrmite remains. Good to know I can cancel their explosion with missiles again. Ow. How many of you are there? Goodness. Is there more? Why do I have red on my radar? Ah, it's you. Alright, all good. Scrap liquid containers. The cause of warping and cracks is indeterminate. Its structural integrity is compromised. It could be destroyed by a diffused oscillation blast wave of psychic energy, which I cannot do. Now, my last time playing through this game, I did not realize I was supposed to come up here. It took me way too long to figure out that I had to come up and do something with this crane. Lamorne made circuitry for a plasma torch, exposed when the coupler detached. It is manually removable. Fire chip acquired. A chip made by the Lamorne. A Galactic Federation engineer, level 4 or higher, can modify this chip and integrate it into your suit. Oddly specific, but maybe lower level engineers simply do not have the necessary training. Ad break starting soon. Come on. There we go. Well, that was lucky. Imagine if that burst while Samus was under it, and that's how that's just how she died. That's it. Samus is gone. Melted by a pool of lava. Significant leak from a lava transport pipe. Exercise caution as direct contact with lava may cause injury. Quickly cooling the lava will briefly halt its flow. Lava pipe's underside torn open by seismic activity. The pipe appears to be leaking its entire lava payload. Gosh, I'm getting hungry. Also, it's hard to believe it's only 11 p.m. It feels like I've been streaming a lot longer than that. Only 3 hours. At the rate I'm going, maybe I will have time for some Arc Knights tonight. I like that somehow the vehicle spinner there does not activate mid-cutscene for some reason. Other than the fact that it's mid-cutscene, but like... what's stopping it? Lore-wise.
I'm pretty good with machines. Want to bring it back to base camp so I can take a look?
I do. Straight across. Is it over there? Is that it? No, there's the tree. That way. Anybody notice that the bike's wheels expand when I do that? I didn't realize I was actually standing at the edge of that platform. Wait, is this the one I already did? Shouldn't be. No. I haven't been in here yet. Pylon with an electrically conductive decoration at its center. It is etched with alloys that instantly amplify currents. Linked to a device that activates when all pylons are electrified simultaneously. Cylindrical stone lift secured by plate-shaped clasps. Clasps can be released by the surrounding pylons. Hopefully I'll have enough crystals by the time I get back to base to activate the entire purpose of the crystal machine. I'm almost pointed right at it. I need to go this way. I think I actually see the pathway over there. Gullbat! Bird variant adapted to the arid climate of Soul Valley. Naturally curious, they will instinctively track objects of interest. Gullbats are a type of featherless bird. Aside from their primary set of wings, they have smaller secondary wings that serve as ailerons, as well as a long tail used for altitude control. They are herbivores who primarily feed on moisture-rich succulents, storing the water in their body in order to survive the arid Soul Valley climate. Naturally curious, they can often be seen flying at low altitudes as they track objects of interest. Whoops, guess I shouldn't have killed them. They were non-hostile. Sorry, birds. I'll just keep the purple on, in case I spot anything else. I don't know how I feel about the radar having that extra ring around it for no apparent reason. Nope, get me out of here. I do not care. I notice Jaden is still in here. Jaden, can you hear me? Welcome back, Zelda Sheik. I'm gonna eat a chocolate. please be enough?
Come on, show me what you found in Flare Pool.
Hold on.
Look out there, Samus. I'm on comms.
Please work. Is this still not enough? Gosh dang it. There's a thing that happens if you get enough green crystals and deposit them into that.
Come on, show me what you found in Flare Pool. Alright, what do you got? It looks like a circuit, and it seems like there's a chip inside. Okay, let me analyze it. Lemoyne Tech is really interesting. Oh, this is fascinating. I see. This program converts the energy that the device emits into thermal energy and highly amplifies it. If I tweak it and integrate it into your arm cannon, you should be able to use another new shot type. Ta-da! Give her a try.
You like this guy? You might be the first. Most people find him kind of annoying. New shot type accessible. Fire shots launch high heat rounds consuming 1 shot ammo. Ah, jeez, something on my back. There we go. Press down to activate the fire shot sub-weapon, then press R to fire. The fire shot causes targets to briefly burn after being hit, and can melt ice. Now that he's in his element, he is very like some of my coworkers. You know what? Fair enough.
You can now use the fire shot. You can shoot projectiles with extremely high temperature, so I bet targets will burn or melt when they're shot. If you find anything else, bring it into me. I'm dying to do more experiments.
She looked at him so quickly after he said that, it almost looked intimidating, like, I'm not bringing anything else to you. But yeah, now I can do this. It replaces missiles. It's neat that there's like a full-blown animation. Hold on, didn't I get it to just swap over without the full animation a second ago? I did! If I switch it while the missile animation is still going, it skips the rest of the animation. Neat. But I do have ammo for this now, kind of like we did in Prime 2. Which is a small shame. But at the same time it works, because I don't think it's extra damage, it's a different damage. Is there more stuff back here? Hold on, where is... Oh, that's the Sanctum of Guardians. Right, okay. Back this way is nothing I need to go to right now. I'm betting people don't like him just because he's the Fee or Navi of this game. Slightly that, more just his dialogue is kinda cringy. And the way he delivers some of it as well. People just find him terribly annoying. And it's primarily at the beginning of the game that this happens, because his dialogue when you first find him is very... not great. I can forgive it more now than I could before, because I've recognized that... Oh, that, okay, that's... I was like, what is that whining noise? It's that thing. Or not. Maybe that was just a weird audio glitch. I don't know what that was. Writing surfaced on the Lemorne statue, decrypted. Writing surfaced on the Lemorne statue. What? Okay, weird phrasing. Within the moat this statue holds is a history of the controller of the three towers. To reveal these truths, place the moat into the playback device. I don't think I've actually read this yet. I don't think I came back here in my first playthrough. Not all Lemorne controlled power from within. In a place where dark clouds never clear, endless lightning slices the sky, and the wind and rain rage, our forebears laid the foundations for the machine era. Here, 3 giant towers were built, piercing the dark sky. These would become the birthplace of a tool able to race across the land on spinning wheels. But this harsh environment proved unsuitable for the Lemorne peoples. This was why Lemorne technologists created an artificial life form to oversee the towers. They named this life form Zelios. Its singular directive was to seek the happiness of the Lemorne. With command of the electricity flowing through the towers and the machines connected to them, it could follow its directive as it chose. That sounds incredibly dangerous. Even now, with the machine era long since past, Zelios seeks the happiness of the Lemorne. And I could have sworn there's something else I could do in here. Guess not. What about through this way? I don't like that squealing. I don't remember that being a thing. Do you guys remember that being a thing? Alright, I don't need to be here then. That crystal's bigger than I thought it was. Oh, there's another one. You know, I wonder if that noise is from Samus having psychic powers now.
Could you?
It's because they're incinerating now and they weren't before. Well, even the ones I wasn't burning, like that sound happens when they show up and goes away when they die. It's not about what I hit them with. That's the plan. Maybe I'll go out, get even more green crystals, and then come back before I move on to the next part of the game and then call it. And now I can finally burn that off. Ah, I think this is what I was looking for, actually. Ring made of processed metals and modeled after a plant's leaf contour. Its stand is installed to a rail and is movable only while the pressure plate at the center is in use. If you have not yet mastered elemental power, come first to this place to learn and discover what the device has to teach. The one who wields well the power of elements shall explore to the ends of the world and deepen their knowledge of it. Boy, I wish I could! My name is Vin. More than a Lamorne priest, I am one who freely commands the elements. The element of fire burst forth into this world. It was the first element the Lamorne learned to control. You must know its origins to be its master. And here we have an electric lock unit. The lock can be removed only if exposed to a surge of electricity. With the lock removed, systems will operate normally. So what would happen if I stuck a taser in it? Or if it just happened to get struck by lightning? You're only hearing a whining sound during their dying animation? Maybe I'll shut up when they show up again and maybe you can hear it. Large gate barring access to the rear chamber. Activation of a separate device will cause it to open. Pressure plate trigger for providing the link to ring with psychic energy. The plate will sink if stood upon, which activates the mechanism. Lock unit cold. Lamorne-made locking system. The lock can be removed only if exposed to extreme cold. Once removed, systems will operate normally. I just had a random thought. I wonder what it would be like to play through this game without scanning anything. At least anything that I don't have to scan. Torch wick that can be lit only by a flame that has passed through the eye of the ring. It will burn until its energy is exhausted. Ah, here we go. Then I have to go all the way back around, don't I? Yep. Stone statue of a Lamorne priest. Its inscription reads, "When Havin holds the three elements, the chosen one shall bear a new light of life." And we have our first shot expansion. Maximum elemental shot ammo capacity increased by 10. What about that thing? Can I get that? Hemispherical metal lid. It will open once all three devices linked to it have been activated. So I guess that's not a pickup. I thought it was. Or at least not a current one. There's certainly something going on with that. But there is something in the desert that I can go get, and I think I know what's there. I think it's her holding the element of fire. Her or him? Did it say specifically her? I thought it was a him. Even if it looked feminine. Because I do remember them saying there was only one female priest. Or I guess priestess, rather. Let's see, there's a couple places we need to go in the desert before we move on. I think one was around to the left side, and then I'll go around the outside. Go around to the places I haven't been and collect all the crystals I can find. And then I'll go back to the tree, and then I'll go where we're supposed to go, and then I'll probably call it there. It's weird that this doesn't seem to affect Samus at all. Sandshren! Green energy showers have strengthened this variant and altered its body markings, giving them a prominent green coloration. I saw you coming on the radar. And here we have shot ammo. They're all on fire on their way out. Okay, that was kind of funny. They're still alive, despite the fact that they fell to the floor. Alright, first things first. I need to go this way. And find the statue that was out here. And I believe it's this purple thing here on the map. Yep. Wait, what? Oh, these are probably crystals that have been drained of their green energy. Crystallized formation of silicon dioxide and other minerals that can be shattered with a strong impact. Yep. Hello. Enlarged sand griever, altered due to rapid cell proliferation triggered by a green energy shower. You made your buddy get hit twice, you jerk. See, those guys aren't making the weird shrieking noise. There's some desync again, but it's very slight. I wonder why the desync is so common. I wonder if there's a way for me to see how many crystals I have deposited. How do I get up there? Do I have to go around the back of this? No. How do I activate you? I've done it once before. Oh! Does this go all the way up? It does, but I don't need it all the way up. Actually, that might be too high. There we go. Here's what I wanted to get. One of them anyway. Charged fire shot. Launches several fire shots simultaneously. The added heat causes them to rotate. Uses 3 shot ammo. Large amounts of psychic energy detected in the crystal in the statue's forehead. Analysis implies this charge produces an energy field for teleportation. Look at that beautiful thing. The only problem is I have yet to really find a reason to need the charged fire shot, since, once again, it doesn't deal as much damage as you would hope it does. I wonder why they felt the need to teleport me outside. It wasn't that far. Alright. So now let's go around the desert the other direction, just until we get to that volcano. Hey, birds! Dang it. Oh, come on. Come on! Oh, I haven't been over here yet. I thought I had. DAT tactical truck. It's a DAT truck. That one right there. Deployed to the UTO Research Center. No sign of its Federation crew. Its front tow hook is graspable using the psychic lasso, which I don't have. Chest protector for a Galactic Federation heavyweight golem. No significant damage detected. It can be safely connected to the body. Oh, hello. Excuse me, you're not supposed to be capable of that. Can you stop, sir? Are they getting smarter? What's happening? There it is. I'm so low on shot right now. Where'd you come from? Jerk? I see that over there, but I can't reach it. Alright, onward. Nailed it. Oh. Ooh, I almost nailed that. Close enough. Why are they all perpendicular to me? Ah, and we're back here to the entrance to the Vault Forge. What? Can I get around this from here? I don't think I can. Nope. Alright, guess I gotta make a leap. Nailed it. Beautiful. Sweet, I can go over that. Gimme you. Maybe I should have just done this off stream, I don't know. You'll see why I want to do this in a little bit, though. Ah, not enough power. Missile expansion, heck yeah! I honestly forgot that was there until I spotted it from, like, just a second ago. Oh, dang it, I think I missed one. Ooh, so many. Whoop!
If you're unsure where to go, you can always explore the unsurveyed areas. Have you checked out the Snowy Mountain?
Spoilers, man. Charge it! There we go. I actually got some use out of that. Alright, listen for a sec. Do you hear that noise, Zelda Sheik? Okay, it's kinda gone now. I guess it's just part of the music. I didn't remember it being so shrill, though. I think I got all of it. I hear battle music similar to what was in the first game. Yeah, I guess it was just battle music, but I didn't remember it having a shrill screech noise. Or I should say a glitchy screech noise is more what it sounds like. Hold on. Oh, there's another thing over here that I didn't remember being there. Alright, I think everything's dead now. What? Oh, hi. Head for a Galactic Federation heavyweight golem. Unit interconnections have suffered minor damage, and its connector cables are severed. Its main systems are otherwise intact. Okay, can I do something with this? Why is the enemy fight music still going? There's nothing here. Make my way over there, and then I'll head on back. There we go. Give me that speed. Did I miss anything back here? Going around objects? Doesn't seem like it. goodness knows finding all these crystals in the desert is probably going to be a pain in the neck if I'm going for 100%. And it looks like I have hit the point where I have... Nope, never mind, there is one here. I still missed one despite the boost and the wide blade thing. Nope, I completely screwed that up. Alright. And now I'll make my way back to the tree again, and I think I should finally have enough of these crystals by the time I get back there. Get all of those? Oh, hello! Finally, one of you shows up. Marauder! A prototype anti-griever weapon developed by the Lemorn after the Great Tragedy. They were never deployed in battle. The Marauder is an anti-sand griever battle mechanoid designed by surviving Lemorn technicians following the Great Tragedy. Its core is surrounded by 12 parts, and it spins the outer 6 at high velocity to move around Soul Valley like a self-propelled tire. Fully autonomous, when the sound of a griever is detected, rapid-fire energy shots will launch from its core. Because the Lemorn detested using aggressive attacks on grievers, they avoided deploying the Marauder in battle. So, they detested using aggressive attacks on grievers. Note the word choice there. But for some reason they designed something to do it anyway before canceling the project. Hold on. It's starting to sound like a zombie situation. How did I miss this? It's right next to one of the landmarks. Alright, Temple. Don't fail me this time, please. There's definitely input lag again. One more time. Actually, wait. Let me try something different. Oh, that fixed it. I don't have to completely remove the input. I just have to turn monitor off and on again. Brilliant. Good to know. And now we deal with this lengthy cutscene one more time. You know what? Instead of candy, maybe I'll eat some of these Doritos I got in here. If only I had Mountain Dew, I'd have the full gaming trio. Gosh dang it, nacho cheese Doritos. Nothing beats them. Not even ranch. Cool Ranch Doritos are overrated. I like dipping them in ketchup. That's a new one.
Couldn't stay away, could you? Have fun out there.
I was gonna say, I even like the Doritos Locos Taco from Taco Bell. Just had one the other night, actually. It was a brilliant idea. Please be enough to do a thing. There we go! Psychic Beam upgrade acquired! Psychic Beam shots now travel faster and are more damaging. That's what I was trying to get. And they're red now. I imagine there's one more Psychic Beam upgrade that can be got. Because I highly doubt I got all of the available crystals. But, I don't know. Maybe I did.
Well, hello there, stranger. Good luck out there, Samus.
Can I set that on fire? I can! Now we go back over to the next area, and then I will be calling it here, and I think it's far too late to be streaming Arknights, but if I do stream Arknights, it's gonna be a short one. I don't know if I'll even bother announcing it. Technically, if I want a full night's sleep, I should be going to bed in about half an hour at the latest, but you know me. Back to the wastes. I like the palm trees. I wish there were more trees out there. More formations.
You should explore the areas you haven't fully surveyed yet. Have you checked out the Snowy Mountain?
That's where I'm headed now. I'm only just now noticing the mountain in the background. I've only ever noticed the tower there. Oh, dang it. I didn't do the blade. It almost looks like the Matterhorn. It's kind of an intimidating mountain, I gotta admit. Of course, I can't scan those while I'm on the bike, even though it's supposed to be the scan visor. Large elevator for wheeled vehicles connects to the Skytram. Touch the center hologram to operate. For wheeled vehicles? But I can't pull mine out here, you liar. Skytram for wheeled vehicles transports loaded cargo vehicles between Soul Valley and Ice Belt, online and operational. So of course I'm not going to be bringing a vehicle onto it with me. What a nice big tram, though. I wonder how it feels to take such a large tram on foot. Looks cold. But I also think I'd feel a lot safer on something like that than I would on a ski lift. I do not trust ski lifts. Pedestrian door, often installed in larger gates that bar or grant vehicle access. It will open if the sensor detects beam energy or an explosive shock. You can see the outline of the mountains around here. It's kind of neat. Light delivery truck. Transport designed to make tight turns within the facility. It is equipped with special tires for driving on the frozen ground. Large laboratory container. Used for transporting and storing lab equipment. Though sturdy, standard firearms can still destroy it with relative ease. Ad break starting in a little bit. Well, perfect timing. Small lab container. Used for transporting and storing medicine and other supplies. It is equipped with climate control features. Gate is linked to a bomb slot. The hatch will release when powered by the connected slot. Lab door. Airtight door designed and installed during the machine era. Opens if the sensor detects beam energy or an explosive shock, I think it said. Yeah. And I think this is where I'm gonna call it. Right before the next ad break. So, next time on Metroid Prime 4, we'll be exploring a snowy laboratory. In a little bit, I might hop onto Arknights for a little bit. It'll be a very short stream. I'm not even going to bother announcing it other than this. So those of you in chat that want to see that, stay tuned. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You may find my YouTube and Discord in my Twitch profile, or if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, you may find my Twitch at TheWinterPrince52. Also, like, comment, and subscribe, especially the comments, because I love those. Thanks again, everyone. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Oh, before I forget, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. If I do... Let's see, when does that Terraria update come out? I think I heard that comes out tomorrow. But then I think I also heard it doesn't come out till the 29th, but I might be getting that mixed up with something else. We'll see. I might do a Terraria stream when that update happens. Might be doing Minecraft again on Tuesday. We'll see. Anyway. Thanks again, everyone. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night.